What is going on, guys? Today we're back with a new video, and in today's video we're going to be checking out the new DayZ Expansion mod update. So the new DayZ Expansion mod update has just been released, and it fixes and adds a lot of stuff that we've been waiting quite a while. I'm going to run through the patch notes for this here. Okay, so they have added some new settings for servers as well. They've added a new airdrop setting to display server-wide map marker on the drop location. They've added a new airdrop setting to control the name of the airdrop event server marker. They've added a barbed wire kit craft to combine 2 barbed wire to craft a barbed wire kit. They've added a separate horn sound for the bus and tractor. They've added the ability to change the flag texture on existing territory flags. They've added LOD to many objects. Added notification alerting player that they can not place current item if it is not permitted. They've added working permissions to the COT vehicles module. Removed apply permissions. There's a couple of things that they've removed. They've added a few different client stuff as well for server side, so I won't go through them all because they're all server side stuff and most players, you probably don't want to know about that. They've also added the kill feed notification for the following conditions. So they've added it for fall damage when a player is hit by a car, where a player is death by fire, death by area damage, death by barbed wire, explosion, starvation, dehydration, blood loss, suicide from other players with weapons, fists, infected, and animals. So they've added a kill feed. I'm guessing you can turn this on and off depending on your server settings or what way you want your server on, but at least it is there for the people who want it. Yeah, there it is there. They've added a new notification setting, enable kill feed, enable/disable kill feed messages, so you can turn it on or off. They've also added towing, so now a car can tow a car and a helicopter can pick up any vehicle. I did try to get some footage, just tried to get it to work. I couldn't figure out how it got it to work, so I'll mess around with it a bit more. But that is a very, very cool feature that I've been wanting in the game for quite a while, and they finally have it, so I'm very, very happy about that. They've enabled wind effects on helicopters. They've added back the ability to walk on vehicles, so I think this means in the back of the pickup truck you can stand in it now and shoot out the back. As far as I know, that's what that is. They've added the ANPEQ15 laser sight. They've changed disable magic crosshair setting to enabled by default. I think that's a crosshair setting that they've enabled. They've added server setting for minimum player count before mission will start. They've added a server rule tab in the book. They've added 22 new flags, including an Irish one because I asked them to and they put it in for us, so thank you for that one, expansion. They've added an M14, a 308 rifle. They've added in the Car 98, they've also added in a bayonet, and there is a scope for it as well. They've also added in the X2 taser, and this will stun players for 8 seconds when it's hit. They've added the PP1901 Vityaz SN SMG. It's 9x19 ammo, is based off an AK design. They've added a 60 round quad stacking Stanag mag to replace the vanilla coupled magazine. They've added a battery icon when MVG is enabled. They've added character statistics to the dead screen. They've added icons for markers. They've added a new way to create and manage markers for yourself and party. They've added a throwable M18 tear gas grenade. They've added a grave cross. It's disabled by default, but you can change it in your server settings. And they've added an expansion COT territory manager module and menu that is for server admins. They've tweaked and fixed a lot of stuff as well, but before I go into that, I'm really liking the stuff they have added to the game. The vehicle one is the towing addition is going to be very, very good. I can't wait to see what that is actually like. The laser is really cool, and the new M14 Car 98 and all the new guns are really, really nice as well. Okay, so now we're getting into what they have tweaked. So they've tweaked stairs, and they're easier to dismantle now, because before, when you tried to dismantle a stairs, it was very hard to get the option to fully dismantle a stairs, so now you can do that better. They've adjusted the camera in the Vodnik. They've localized the flag menu, territory book, COT vehicles, COT general. I'm guessing that is for server admins. They've tweaked, instead of the blank text when a string was not translated to your language, they've added it will show a temporary English translation instead. So I think some people were getting, if they were playing it in a different language, it was just showing blank text, but now it'll try and do its best to translate it. They've updated the flag menu UI. They've updated the list of allowed characters that can be used for marking names. They've made it possible to pick up a safe which is locked must be empty. So you can pick up a safe now, but it has to be empty to be picked up. They removed some debug logs from the Steam version of expansion. They've updated the visual of some spray cans. Notification UI design and layout has been changed slightly, so it fits better. Flag menu design and layout has been changed slightly, so it also fits better. Most weapons and attachments now have 10 minimum sprays. Satchel now has a rare chance of spawning in military airdrops. Military airdrops nerfed from 100 to 50 items. Chat window fades out after a fade out duration. Chat window fades in now when entering the chat input menu. Chat window fades in now when a message has been received. So before, when you were using the expansion chat, it would just kind of stay on screen and it wouldn't fade out or anything like that, but now they've added that in, so it'll make your screen less cluttered with stuff. Remove the key binding to toggle the chat window. So you can't toggle chat on or off now, so I think it's just kind of on and it fades in and out. They tweaked helicopter damage conditions, tweaked airdrops. They've updated sounds for the RPG and the M79 diesel grenade launchers. They've tweaked safe zones. Players cannot anymore gag, handcuff, inject, force feed, and many more other actions. So they can't force feed people or anything like that in safe zones anymore, which is very, very good. They've tweaked the bus. They've tweaked the tractor. They tweaked the UAZ. They've replaced the model for our base building kits, so they've got new models for that. And they've disabled damage heli spin from general settings. That's another server side issue. So now these are things that they have fixed. Fixed an issue where the new player tag icon stayed on the screen forever. This was an issue when you looked at a player, their name would pop up, and when you looked away from the player, it was meant to disappear, but it would just always stay on screen. And it was very, very annoying. And yeah, the server owners had to disable it via the server files, and you couldn't do it in game, and it was just kind of a bit of an annoying issue, but it's fixed now, which is good. Fixed being able to get out of the UAZ when its doors are closed. Fixed C is basically the AC-130 wasn't spawning. Fixed null pointer circle optic. Fixed markers not loading correctly. Fixed cars not taking radiator or rev damage. Fixed comm not working with newest COT version. Potential fix for mapping not loading at the correct position while in COM. Fix the expansion mapping conflicting with vanilla maps in Kamishovo. Fix an issue with the COT vehicles menu map markers. Fix lock safes can be stored or could be stored in cargo. They fix expansion vehicle spawning with the wrong skin. They fix explosive holograms still using the old 3D model. They fixed an issue with the show territory notifications settings still not loading the values. They fixed all the weapons still spawning with a skin. They fixed multiple items spawning with a sprayed skin instead of its default skin. Stairs have proper required parts now, so you can't just build a tread instantly. You can no longer view inventory of a locked safe. Helipad no longer has collisions. Fixed an issue with chat messages for players leave/join messages not getting disabled or displayed, I mean. Fixed rabbit meat cannot be cooked. Fixed tractor animations. Fixed tractor not being lockable. They fixed an issue where airdrop crates are not despawning when an airdrop mission event has finished. Fixed an issue where airdrop crates and their content got saved into the storage. Fixed the server settings, vehicle require all doors, and they have fixed an issue where map markers on the COT vehicle manager were not correct. So they have fixed a lot of stuff. There are a lot of server side issues as well, but it's quite a bit of stuff in game as well, which is very, very good to see. And then there are a few known issues. Skins do not persist through login/server restarts. And then there is a client side, you maybe get teleported to the ocean when getting into the seat of a vehicle. Your client expansion settings may potentially be wiped and markers don't show on the GPS. So there's not many issues, there's 4 in total, but that is a lot of fixes. A lot of tweaks, a lot of fixes. It's brilliant. It's great to see that they've done it. And in the short amount of time that they've done it, in about 2 months or so, maybe less, they've managed to fix and add all these items. And it's brilliant. It's very, very good. So I said I'd make this video to show you how it's done. And it's looking great. So yeah, let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. And otherwise, I should catch you guys in the next video. So peace out for now.